Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Bumblebee. You can see him there in front of his package. And we'll put him off the side real quick because, yep, once again, package. So you got Bumblebee there in his CG render from the show. You got the Build-A-Figure stuff. You got Transformers Earthspark and Transformers and the All About symbol up here. You got the line-wide, I guess, kind of show artwork of the kids and the Autobots and all that stuff. You got Deluxe Class and Transformers, Earthspark and Authentic. And up here you got more of the same artwork and you got the paper thing there. This side you got the Build-A-Figure, Dr. Meridian Mandroid, all that stuff. And you got the copyrights and all that stuff. Also the little warning right here, figure does not convert. Because yeah, the Build-A-Figure does not. And then you got product shots and copyrights and all that. So lots of languages down here in Transformers. And again, the Build-A-Figure, hey, which figures you're going to have to buy? So far we have some renders and whatnot. So they're coming out. I know apparently Optimus and Shockwave are apparently remolds of their Cyberverse version. So we'll see. I don't have those. The Cyberverse Shockwave that I reviewed a while ago was the Warrior class, which was different. It also comes with instructions, which are pretty straightforward. Although there's kind of some weird bit about its transformation. I'm like, huh? Gotta be. But anyway, Bumblebee. Bumblebee is, well, yellow and black. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, it's a Bumblebee, all right. Kind of, once again, the Bumblebee who's not quite G1-esque, but apparently he is in the show, but he isn't. I don't know. I have to watch it. I saw him watch it. Meaning to. But yeah, you got the nice head there. You got the blue eyes, picked out silver face. You got the little, Bumblebee horns. You got the Autobot symbol. A nice little faux car windshield thing. You got the, car hood and grill and lights and all that stuff. You got his black and red or black and yellow, and there's some red down here and some yellow. Nice little bit of detailing there. This little weird feet wheels there. And you got a bit of a backpack, but honestly, it's kind of stylized in such a way that I am okay with it. He's got that thing. It's like, once again, Bayverse Bumblebee, has his influence, for better or for worse. He also got this little thing, which I guess it's a gun. Sure. It's a gun. Why not? It looks almost like it's a little spaceship of sorts, which is interesting in its own right. But that can plug into his hand, no problem. Oop. If I can actually, line up. Yeah. It looks like, kind of his arm transformed to that, and you guys, pew pew with that. So there you go. He's actually pretty good looking. I actually really like how this one looks, honestly. I actually like this Bumblebee quite a bit. I just think he looks neat. I just think he's neat. But yeah, head though is all the ball joints. He got left and right and up and down and kind of a wiggle. And he's also got this weird joint there. And he's also, shoulders are kind of weird. You can see they're kind of hollow. But, he does have the full rotation. And these can articulate and these can articulate by flapping. And you have that a little bit. Because his shoulders are also attached in weird ways. So you got this little hinge there. But you also have this and also that little transformation joint as well. So you have articulation, just kind of a little weird. His elbows are ball joints. You got, about that much bend. You also have that to outward as well. Wrists can, do that, which can be helpful if you have the sword. No waist, again, that's really disappointing. There's no waist here, which engineering-wise, I can see maybe why there might not be one, but honestly, it's just because this thing comes up against it. But I just wish you could undo this and just have the waist, but whatever. They didn't do that. Hips, though, you got forward that much. Back is blocked by that, so you only got that far back. Outward that far. You have a knee swivel because of how you transform. So you have that, right above the knee. Knees actually have a pretty good bend, though. So that's nice. And the ankles are on ball joints, so you got tilts in and out. And you have forward and back because there's also a hinge in there, too. Yeah, forward and back quite a bit, so you can get some pretty good poses out of that. It's just that waist swoop joint, unfortunately, it's just not there, which I wish it was, but I can understand why it's not. But anyway, overall, I like this one, mostly. It's that waist joint. But yeah, real quick comparison, though. Just one or couple, just here he is with the Megatron, which just tells you that this Deluxe class in Earthspark is not going to be in scale, because apparently Megatron should be way higher, but yeah, that's one thing. And here he is with a Legacy Deluxe skids, just to give you an idea. They're a bit shorter. Oh yeah, and of course he comes with, I almost forgot to mention this, the right arm of the Build-A-Figure right there. You got this robot arm, which has a little ball joint piece, and yeah, that's two of the Yeah, that's 2 out of the many pieces. There you go. So yeah, I like the robot mode, how it looks and all this stuff, but I just kind of wish there was a waist joint, and his shoulder's going to look a little hollow. But otherwise, I think it's pretty solid. Because even his legs are actually fairly filled in, all things considered. But yeah, transformation. Want to get that out of his hand. Take the hands and rotate those into the forearms like so. Just get that out of the way. Now, back here, this is the weird thing for me. This is what I find weird, which is that you can see this is all folded up. And as far as I can tell, you just kind of have to untab this and then squeeze this past. And sometimes it's disconnected on mine like that. As far as I can tell, that's what they want you to do, is literally they literally want you to squeeze the panels past his back. And I'm just like, is there not a better way? Am I missing something? Because I swear I looked over the instructions like, no, just trying to do this. I want to do this properly without disconnecting it. But yeah, you have to untab that and just get it angled right so you can kind of squeeze this. Yeah, get this panel squeezed past the tabs there and just unfold that and do that. I can't help but feel like there's something missing. Maybe I'm stupid. But yeah, you get that and just kind of bring that forward like that. And then right here, you want to go ahead and rotate these up. And then take the forearms on the ball joints and rotate those inward. And you want to bring this up in here. And there's this right here. This tab right here will go into a little slot right up in there, up above the wheel well. You just want to. It can be a little tricky. And you kind of, actually, I find it's easiest if you do it like this and just bring it in and then just kind of rotate this inward like that. And the same thing on this side. Bring that up. And then rotate this inward and then kind of bring it up in and tab that in. So, and then bring these up right here, and these will make sure that this part goes over this part right here, and these will all tab into the center bit, and yeah, just tab that in. Of course, today doesn't want to cooperate because it's on the camera. There we go. Yeah, tab that all in like that. Now down here at the legs, what you want to do is bring these forward. They kind of lock the legs into place a little bit. Lock things into place a bit. So yeah, you want to bring those forward. And right here, you want to rotate at the knee 180 degrees. And then the feet right here, you want to take these and take the feet and rotate those 180 degrees. And there's a tab will go in those slot right there. Like that. Rotate the foot 180 degrees and put the tab in the slot. Now right here, there's a hinge here, which will let you want to rotate this around like that. And I found the best thing to do, we'll make sure that these are all lined up. But yeah, you want to rotate these outward so that then you can take this thing right here. There's a bunch of notches in the back here. You want to bring these up into those notches, right? Just bring that in up like that. It'll kind of help lock the legs into place, and hopefully the ball joints and the legs on the hips are fine. You want to bring these forward. What you want to do is there's a tab here which will go in this slot right here, and there's a tab here which will go up in here. I find that's best, you do this kind of at the same time. Otherwise, things kind of bang into each other. But yeah, you kind of bring these together so that they those tabs line up, and then tab those both in at the same time like that, and they'll all tab in and nice and solid. Same thing on this side. Just bring this in. Make sure this tab and slot lines up, and then go ahead and just push the rest of the way and get that all tabbed in nice and solid. Bring these down like that, and there you go. There's Bumblebee's vehicle mode. Yeah, I like this car mode actually. It's kind of weird because got this wall, but you can see it's actually got vent detailing. You can see that it's actually got vent detailing, which is weird because this is vent detailing. So I'm guessing engine's back here. There's a whole cooling system running under the car, which yeah, you can. Again, I don't mind that, but some people get weird about seeing the robot folded up underneath. But anyway, I don't mind this. I like how the tail lights look. I like this back end. It's kind of a weird thing where it's like a super modified Ford GT in a way. I don't know. I like how it looks. I know like many people, it's hard to talk about how it's impractical and stuff. You can also, if you want, untab the door and kind of have that, which kind of simulates door opening. Although again, you're just kind of showing nothing but robot inside. But honestly, it's fine. I do like this. I know the black. There's some paint mismatch. You can kind of see it. I'm not sure if once again it's like gonna be like Sunstreaker where the paint is gonna look worse. But honestly, in person, it's the mismatch is there, but it's not too bad. It's mostly this part right here and a little bit this, but for the most part, the paints and yellow, the colored plastic is close enough that I think most people aren't going to mind, except if they're really anal. But that's just me personally. But is that of course you take his gun? There's a couple places you can actually put it. You see these multiple slots here. You can actually, there's tabs right here at the bottom of the gun. You can actually put it on the the hood, although it doesn't stays that secure. You could put it back here a little bit. That actually kind of works. And or you could of course put it here. That actually goes in real secure to the point I have to be really unwedge that. But yeah, it's multiple places you can put that if you want. That almost looks like another vent, but yeah. Quick comparison, just real quick one. Here he is with Megatron. Again, scale is really out of whack here, even more so. But yeah. So should you get this one? Well, if you're sick of Bumblebee, no. This one's actually better than Megatron. I actually like this one a lot, but I also know a lot of people are kind of put off by it. I don't know what it is. Maybe someone else could explain it to me what their problem is. But I think it's overall pretty solid. It's got a pretty good looking robot, and the transformation's kind of clever in some ways, although kind of also really easy to figure out. And it's really easy to figure out, but it's also kind of got some clever moments. And the car mode, I think overall, while kind of weirdly stylized, cartoony, I think it still looks like a pretty cool little sports car thing. So I don't know. I think I like it a lot, and I would definitely, maybe venture to say go ahead and get it. But I also say this is so far of the 3 deluxes that have come out so far, this is not the strongest one, but it's also a pretty solid one on its own right. I think this is very much the middle of the road. It's solid, but there is a better option, but there's also a worse option. So yeah, maybe if you can check it out, but give it a thought. But I can't, it's not a full recommend, but it's definitely at least think about it. At least consider him. And of course, if you're getting the Build-A-Figure anyway, so it doesn't matter. You have to if you want all the parts. But that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my cohost.com/Nemesis-Prime. And check out my Coffee, my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.